Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here's the breaking news and most damaging too. Biologists and ecologists have raised concern about the Wildlife Protection Amendment Act 2022, making it difficult to carry out ecological and genetic research on a large number of species by restricting or making it difficult to collect specimens. This has happened because the so-called Schedule 1 of the revised act has been expanded to include a large number of species. Capturing specimens, birds for instance, are misnetted and then released is important to study a variety of issues, including studying how thermal stress is impacting endangered species, how their migration patterns are shifting, or even zoonosis or the transmission of pathogens from animals to human. The amendment will sought to rationalize the schedules and has created only two main levels of protection for animals: Schedule 1 specifying the animal species with the highest level of protection, and Schedule 2 specifying the animal species with a relatively lower degree of protection. Schedule 3 in the Amendment Act is for plant species and Schedule 4 is for species protected under Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. In contrast, the original law and 6 Schedules 1 for animals with highest priority, particularly endangered species, Schedule 2 species with a relatively lesser degree of protection, Schedule 3 and 4 for non-endangered species, Schedule 4 for vermin, and Schedule 6 for the plant species. The rationalization has meant the inclusion of a very large number of species in Schedule 1, which was meant essentially for critically endangered and endangered species. This also goes against the scientific logic of studying population in the wild before declining and deciding to place a species in Schedule 1. One of the issues with the new system of schedule is that a scientist may require two levels of permission from the state and the center to collect specimen. Ecologists said another issue is about the new system not prioritizing species as for their ecological importance, including whether they are endangered or not, whether their habitat is degraded or not. They argued any handling of animals in Schedule 1 requires permission from MOEFC, Environment Ministry, in addition to the state. Thus, any sample collection, tagging, ringing, etc. will now require state and central permission. Thus, research on animals on both Schedule 1 and 2 will become highly restricted, said Kartik Shankar, Ecologist, Center for Ecological Science, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Behind the report, Glory Globe TV, Delhi, India.